the news. Yeah, that you know. Harris is drinking, and yes, I'm thinking, and I'm plotting and scheming.
Yo, back up in the building for another edition of the Harry's Drinking Again Pubcast. I'm your host, Harry Too Scary, aka Mr. Harris. And tonight, episode 106, TNR, baby, Therapy Night Rants. I apologize for the late start, but most people are going to be watching this in the rebroadcast, so it don't really matter anyway. Look. Staying consistent, staying strong. The most important thing about running a business or a show or doing anything in life, that's what I'm trying to do, man. The streak continues. Even under whatever circumstances it is, we come to you live. We come to you doing what we do, baby. The Superbowl in Vegas. I don't even know the damn number of the Super Bowl. I can't read Roman numerals that good. Super Bowl 50 something maybe. A once in a lifetime, historical event taking place here in my home state of Nevada, right? We're gonna get into that here a little bit, as well as shout out to my dog, my homie, Fernie Ruiz. It's his birthday today, man, out there in Mexico. Shout out to you, big dog. I don't got no alcohol for you, man. I'm gonna break down a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes here at the Haida Pub. But tonight was a weird, just a weird night, weird day. It's been a weird week. And some family things and really just trying to battle the work and school, sleep, coaching, different things, man. And I'm not the best guy to really monitor. I'm very good with time, but sometimes I'm not the greatest, but we're trying to work through the kinks here. So if forgive me, behind the scenes, I actually have to go in for a little grave shifter, tonight, and my mind's kind of all over the place, but I'm gonna do my hour, about an hour show tonight. And so there's gonna be some kinks. Usually when I do push the show back, there's not as much traction, of course. 1 o'clock out there on the East Coast. Shout out to Podbean. We are live there as well. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Actually, we're not even on Twitter no more. I deleted my account, or I deactivated it. But I Google search my name today, and the Twitter still pops up. I ain't bought no alcohol this week. This is the same nasty bottle of Barefoot Bubbly that I opened up last week. It's been in the fridge for 7 days unopened, or 7 days uncovered. Doesn't taste half bad, I'm gonna do some drinking at my jizzob tonight. Also, shout out to the recent subscribers that have come through the Haida Pub and blessed us. Excuse me, I apologize. Trying to clear my throat. Too many things in the microphone. Yeah, we did get a little throat scratcher this week, couple days ago, I thought I was gonna lose my voice. It was all. And we've been dealing with some congestion, lightweight. This week, last week, of course, my kid's school shut down for a little sickness that was going around. And shout out to Ulysses Luna for coming through last week. It was a really good show. That was probably the best time that he's been on. I feel like he was very comfortable, and we talked more about his career and the professional side of things. And I thought he gave some really good breakdown. I was playing the podcast at my bar, and there was a couple people listening, and they just thought it was like another podcast. They didn't have no idea it was myself. I'm like, oh, really? Wow. They were very impressed. I went back, I was re-listening to it in my head, analyzing. I was pretty impressed as well. I was like, yeah, it does sound pretty cool. More than pretty cool. I'm very proud of myself and what I've done over here. The slow grind, the continual process. And as I see more and more people getting in to their channels and try to run media companies, it's very flattering, very humbling as well. This experience has been, you first of all have to want to do this. You have to want to be in the media space in some capacity. You have to be a creator, very intuitive and artistic. So I'm very, very proud of what I've done thus far. The wheels are constantly turning to think of what concepts I can come up with next. Keep the channel going, keep the flow, the momentum, also keep my spirit into it. And I am motivated by others. I'm very motivated by others. We're just going to keep the beats going there for a minute. But in the beginning, this was all on me, and I motivate myself. We're going to have differences, and people are going to have certain opinions and everything, and I'm open to those opinions. But sometimes I don't appreciate like the input that people give when they don't have their own, I guess, thing going on. It's like the person telling someone maybe, oh man, like let's use drinking for instance. Man, yeah, you need to put down the drink and this and that. But they never had a drinking problem of their own. They don't know the nuances that go into it. They just see the external effects, and like they're quick to judge, but they don't know about that real grip or that real monkey on the back. And so as I continue to be consistent in my weekly show, my head's always spinning, and I've started to map out the next direction that we're gonna go, and it's exciting. Costs a little, another subscription, a little bit of money here and there, but I'm seeing other platforms utilize this certain technique, and I want to bring that to the Harris's Drinking to Get pubcast. So a lot of stock footage, stock video, narrating, and more video production, I guess, from my standpoint, will be coming in the future. The live show remains. I'm not going to get too brutally honest tonight. I'm not even going to snitch on myself that much this week. I've been doing too much of that. Snitch on myself, okay? That sometimes that bites me in the ass. You never know what you're going to get here at the Hyder Pub. And tonight, this is what you're getting. But I do have a few things to get off my chest. Shout out to my big dog, Fernie Ruiz, on some real shit. I'm gonna take a shot for you as soon as I get to work. I did just wake up from a nap. I hate to take naps before the show, but I have a long night ahead of me. You're awesome. And my baby saves the day. I was worried I would have to do a show without a Zen. And I don't have to because she comes through once again. Fuck. Thank you, baby. Yeah, we be feeding for the Zins over here. Comes through in the clutch. I try to be the best man like I can be. But I guess sometimes that comes with like the bullshit. It's hard for a man to be faithful, yeah. But all the other aspects of it, like, I had some really great conversations this week, man. Shout out to Rob. I will say that. A gentleman, I'm going to actually try to get on the platform here in a couple weeks. I want to shoot his... Yo, Rob, if we work together, I got some concepts, bro. Like some soft white kind of cinematography stuff. That's the things I want to bring here on the channel, you know? A lot of people might get tired of it or be like, bro, don't talk about this and that anymore, or the drugs. People need to hear this shit, man. Everybody got a story to tell, for real. Let's bring all the shit to the light. Shout out to Cat Williams, like in the explosive interview he did, you know? Yeah, 2024, the year of exposure, right?
Purchase your tracks.
Let's get a legit beat up in this bitch. $2024, the year of exposure. Expose yourself. Expose the monkey that's on your back, your dirty ass closet. Let's get all the laundry out there. All the laundry, okay? But check this out. If you are in the Las Vegas area this weekend, this is everything you need to know. A guide to the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. Let's get into this. Harry's drinking again. The Super Bowl is coming to Las Vegas for the first time ever. More than just one day, a football game, whether or not you have a ticket. There will be plenty of fan fun happening in the city. This is everything you need to know about Super Bowl events, game day, watch parties, and more. This is VegasMagazine.com. Opening night. Super Bowl festivities officially kick off on February 5th, presented by Gatorade. From 3 to 8, come watch the players and coaches of both 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs be interviewed. There will also be live entertainment, appearances, autographs from NFL legends, mascots, photo opportunities. The Super Bowl experience continuing the week of NFL fun. The Super Bowl experience will be at the Mandalay Bay South Convention Center from February 7th to 10th. February 7th to the 10th. The football theme park will feature interactive games, player autographs, ring and trophy photo ops, and an NFL shop. Tickets starting at $25. And kids under 12 are free. Amazing. I'm very jealous that I'm living in Reno right now and not Vegas, okay? Vegas has been fucking rockin' poppin'. the last few months of the Formula One, the Pac-12 championships. It's a good time to be alive, right? Shout out to the boys out there doing whatever the hell they're doing. Okay, I'd be out there getting content and footage like a motherfucker if I was living there. Other pregame events on February 7th, the 25th annual Super Bowl Soulful Celebration will take over the Pearl Theater at Palms Casino Resort. To blend two American favorite passions, football and music. On February 10th, Taste of the NFL will take place at the Keep Memory Alive Event Center. The 21 plus food event, will welcome nationally renowned and locally loved chefs for a smorgasbord afternoon. We've been fighting some shit over here all week, man. Phlegm. Call me Mr. Phlegm. Oh, Lord. The game day. Super Bowl LV 1111. Is it all day? I've never been able to read Roman numerals, y'all. I'm sorry. It's all day event. And the basics. February 11th, the Super Bowl kicks off. It happens at 3:30. Ahead of that, the stadium campus opens at 11:30 a.m., which is when the game day. You know what? Hold on. Let me actually share my screen, so you're not just looking at my raggedy ass. And I'm scruffier than a bitch. This is one of those weeks I don't feel like shaving. I don't look. Pimply ingrown hair thing coming in. It's a rough week. That's a man, baby. You know, I don't like to look pretty all the time. Shit. God damn it. Let's see. A game ticket is required for entry to the game day experience, which attendees can visit until 2:30 p.m. Also of note, tailgating is not allowed, and the stadium is a cashless venue. Oh, great. As they gear us into a cashless society. But Vegas is still a cash city, man. You know, it's a tipping city, tipping town, tipping state. Bring some cash. Carry some fucking cash on you. Okay? Hopefully they make it simple, and they do have those kiosks that you insert your money, and it spits out a little prepaid Visa card that you could just go around swiping. Those are very helpful. So hopefully it's something like that. Bag policy. Allegiant Stadium mandates all bags must be clear plastic, vinyl, or PVC. Must not exceed 12 by 6. However, small clutch bags are okay. You can also choose to check your bag at one of 3 bag checks located around the stadium, which costs $20 per bag. Transportation. First things first. There is no on-site parking at the stadium for Super Bowl. If you plan to drive, you can park along the Las Vegas Strip. Then use fan entry 1 on the Hacienda Bridge to walk to the stadium. Alternatively, those who opt for a ride share should head to the West Mesa Vista Avenue drop off and then walk to the stadium via fan entry number 2. Whichever method you choose, just be sure to give yourself enough cushion time for traffic, security, lines, and wait times. In addition, if you're flying in from LA, the luxurious semi-private jet service Aero has direct flights from Van Nuys to Vegas just for the Super Bowl. One thing I'm like not envious of is those large crowds. Like, holy hell. You know, Vegas on a typical night, a typical event could be some shit. I would love to be there for the memory. I was in Vegas 2007 All-Star Weekend. I've told various parts of the story, never in full detail, but that was one of the best weekends of my life. It was amazing. The stars were out. This was 07, so it was very loose, more loose. And that's the first time I seen a pimp. He was floating. I seen a dude float. It wasn't, he was gliding. He was literally like, this was what, before they had hoverboards, this nigga was just gliding with some bitches across, like glowing. See Mayweather, come in, buy the store out. It was insane. It was insane. So I could expect this to probably be 10 times that magnitude, right? I remember I don't know if it was Mayor Goodwin back then or who it was, but they said they would never invite the NBA back because it was so much chaos, so much thuggery going on. That was Pac-Man Jones, I guess, let a couple shots rip in the club, and Super Bowl is going to be just off the charts. I can imagine the Secret Service type, just security and chaos. I'm not jealous of that anyway. I'll actually be working a private event myself here in Reno for the Super Bowl. But yeah, it's gonna be some shit. And eventually, I'll have to break down my All-Star Weekend experience and let some stories out of the bag. Let's see what to expect. We'll have to wait till February 11th to know if the Chiefs or Niners are crowned Super Bowl champions, and how many shots of Taylor Swift we'll get. Lord have mercy. But in the meantime, be ready for the long day. And I apologize. I keep muting over here. I don't want you to hear me coughing, and I was worried that this was going to happen during the show, and it is what it is. So forgive me. Somewhat disappointed in myself. I was a little underprepared this week. And side note, I put in a notice at one of my employers today, a full month notice, but that's how important working for myself is. I believe in myself here, and I understand I have kind of been slacking. I feel like I've been slacking, even though I've been consistent. I put in a notice today, and so I could really switch up my whole routine. The last few months have really been insane behind the scenes, and I'm looking forward to like getting, smoothing things out. This is the February 1st, 2024. Thank you, everybody who is rocking with us. Shout out to Emilio Brooks over on Podbean. Appreciate it. But we do this by any means necessary. We've done it hell, rain, sleet, snow, sickness. It don't matter. Let's see. Don't forget to stay hydrated, wear comfortable shoes and attire, and be mindful of yourself and others. Those that couldn't snag Super Bowl tickets, Las Vegas finest establishments knows we all still want to watch. So it gives you some man, as a bartender though, man, the money that's, oh my Lord. I wish I was working this weekend down there. One thing I had the beautiful experience of doing was when I was living in Utah these last couple years. I had one of the best bartending gigs in the city, and probably the only thing comparable to that could be working in the Vegas airport or any of the bars like down and around downtown. I miss I miss the high volume magnitude of bartending. That's one thing I'm trying to find here in Reno. It's way slower and different, but I miss that fucking just chaos, fast paced slanging drinks, and 8-9 hour shift feel like 2 or 3 hours. It just goes by because you're so busy. So shout out to all the union workers and the food and beverage hospitality workers that are putting in that work this week, man. You guys deserve it. Kudos to you. Let's see. Okay, swankiest sports bars. Let's click on this. Nine swankiest. Damn, that's inside of the stadium. 9 swankiest sports bars in Vegas. Book your seat at Beer Park. That's some bullshit. Damn it. This is a horrible show. I'm trying to push through. I apologize. I'm trying to push through. I hate starting the shows late and stuff because it's just it's a rocky, and I'm sorry for keep sniffling and coughing in the mic, y'all. Bear with me. 60 minutes. We're doing an hour and getting the streak going. I'm trying to get some content here. In Paris, Las Vegas, ASAP. Since this outdoor venue always sells out during its football viewing parties, multiple TVs ensure a sight line of the game. But the view of the Bellagio fountains from the outdoor patio is equally enticing. Carnivores will love the menu at Beer Park. An outdoor smoker perfectly prepares meats featuring the popular smoked brisket grilled cheese and barbecue pork ribs. Damn. Located next door to Wynn Race and Sportsbook, Charlie Sports Bar serves a winning lineup of 16 on-tap beers, stacked burgers, giant pretzels, loaded nachos. I already got heartburn. While games stream on screens all around. We got Chicky and Pete's. Known for its famous crab fries, Chicky and Pete's brought a taste of Philadelphia to Vegas when it opened at Sahara in 2021. They have a Chicky and Pete's here in Reno as well. Billed as a crab house, a sports bar, 8,200 square foot space delights fans with VIP gaming pods, myriad TVs in the bar and dining room, and rare sports memorabilia from greats like Tom Brady. You got the Electra Cocktail Club, 40-foot HD TV screen, our winning combination on game day. Cocktails, mocktails, beer flow at the Swanky Lounge inside the Venetian Resort Las Vegas. A hot spot that keeps the party going until 2 a.m., 7 nights a week, to ensure you don't miss a second of in-zone action. Look at that beautiful display right there. Damn. Let's see. Flanker Kitchen, Red Tail, Stadia Bar. the George Sportsman's Lounge, 24/7. Durango Casino. That's one of the newest casinos that just opened up. And now I'm anxious to go back. I want to go check out that casino as well as the Fountain Blue. We got the Tavern, Celebrity DJs. Thursday, February 8th, Rick Ross, Drea's Nightclub. We got Metro Boomin, Steve Aoki, Dylan Francis, T-Pain. Friday, you got Chris Brown at Drea's. Tyga at Hakkasan. John Summit, Lil Jon. Shaq's Funhouse with Lil Wayne, Diplo, DJ Diesel. XS Nightclub at Wynn Las Vegas. 2 Chainz at Zook. Saturday, we got Meek Mill, DJ Pauly D, Tiesto, Nelly, Zed, SI, The Party with Chainsmokers, Millennium, and Cascade. Sunday, Lil Baby, Drea's, Calvin Harris, Lil Jon, Marshmello, Ludacris, Marquee. Holy hell, man. It's going to be lit. I might even, I might have to just make a drive out there on the cool. Go stay with my boy Trucker. Party with the boys, man. It's gonna be so fucking amazing. This weekend in Vegas. How to celebrate the Lunar New Year in Las Vegas. The year of the dragon is upon us. Here's how to toast the Lunar New Year in Vegas. Let's see. Beautiful Chinese dragon. Arya's main valet Friday. Wow. It's beautiful. Bellagio. MGM Grand. All right. So a ton of shit going on. I'm not going to keep reading this. I keep coughing my fucking lungs off over here. Do apologize about that. It's going to be tough for even me to listen to this on the rebroadcast. So envious of the action that's going on, but the massive amounts of people in traffic, you guys can have that. I mean, yeah, but being a hospitality worker in the bartending industry, just shouts out to you guys. That's right. Episode 106. Up in the mix. If you're not a football fan and you need something to listen to on a Saturday, Sunday night, definitely order takeout, and pull up WDJY-FM.com. You can listen to the Harris Drinking Give podcast as we have 2 shows over there every weekend, Saturday and Sunday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific. We got another good show over there for you. And after the Super Bowl, in about 3 weeks, the Tommy Chong interview will be over there as well. Eventually, I'm going to get myself a media pass. How do you go about getting a media pass? I tried to get a media pass for a Trump rally, and I didn't hear nothing back. I don't know if you have to sign up for like a certain, be a certain level or whatever. I would like some backseat footage. You know, that'd be really fun. Big Fern Dog. Let me talk about my dog for a minute, man. His birthday's today. He's out there in Mexico. They deported his ass years ago. He hasn't been back since. Over a decade, probably 15 years at this point. But he's doing what he can out there, man. He's holding it down. And I love you and I miss you, dog. This one's for you. Until we meet again. Hope everything was well with you, big dog. And my phone's acting up. You know, last weekend we talked about autistic kids and mental health. That's the crux of this show. That's what I fall back on. I've, you know, most of at least people that I know in my circle, we suffer in silent or out in the open. I want my platform to be that. Harris's Drinking is not just celebrating or promoting liquor, but responsible use, coping mechanisms, and overall a place where people come get together and it's a safe place somewhat. And in these next couple weeks, I have a few ideas that I'm really excited to explore. I've been looking into the story blocks, the stock footage website that a lot of video creators use and for their videos, and you narrate over them. And I've decided that's the route I'm going to take. And I'm excited to put out my first content here in the next upcoming weeks to add to the Hide and Pub over here. I can't get this cough out of my throat. Shout out to Pandora's Box over here on Podbean. Appreciate you for tapping in. Harris is drinking again. Doing what we can, man. Doing what we can. The job I'm about to go into, I'm only there until March 1st. I put in my month notice. You know, shout out to everybody over there. Good people. But sometimes, you know, all the time, as a family man, as a person in general, we have to make decisions. And one of those decisions was like, all right, you know, this is the first time I've worked overnights since I've had my family. And it's been somewhat of a strain on all of us. And I feel like to get the best balance out of your family and relationship, like both parents should be home at night. A man should be there overnight to protect his family instead of being gone. Nothing good happens after midnight. That's for damn sure. We have, you know, locks or whatever. We got to buzz people in, you know, after dark, right? That's when the freaks come out. And so I'm you know, sacrificing that job in order to put my time in over here and get back the true consistency that I had going. It's been a little, you know, peaks and valleys, but But that is what's happening here at the Haida Pub as we continue to explore this video creation lane, right? I do realize though, everybody in their mom and dog has a podcast, but nobody has a pubcast like your boy. In the 2 years I've been doing this, learned a lot, and I'm still learning a lot about myself. There's a lot of frustration that goes in it, but I try to use that as motivation. Even like tonight when I'm like, damn, I could have started at 8 o'clock, but then things happen and you're like, okay, I'll push it back. I'm still going to do my show. I use those things as motivation. And even the very bad episodes that I've had, we always come back stronger the next one. And trying to give you something over here, you know. Let me see here. YOLO 25 Podbean. Superbowl in Las Vegas is going to be crazy. Wish I could be there. Yeah, man. It's going to be crazy. I don't know nothing else to say. I mean, I couldn't even fathom the overwhelming amounts of people. And when you think about the support staff that goes into just your average NFL game or your average night in Vegas or working at a nightclub, which I've done, it's like, your shift is your shift, but the preparation and the detail is just incredible. And shout out to all the managers and GMs and servers, bartenders, security, that's gonna pull this off. I mean, Super Bowl in Vegas is like, it's just immaculate. And I'm very proud to be a Battleborn resident and to still somewhat be a part of it, even though we're 8 hours away up in the north. And hopefully here in the next 4 years, the Olympics will be coming back like to Salt Lake. That would be huge too. I wanted to. That's one of the things. That's one of the things I did want to still maintain working there was like the overwhelming amount of people. I worked with the gentleman who he worked there in 2002, and he said, he made the most money he's ever made in his entire career the week of the Olympics. And and that's when you like fall in love with when we talk jobs. I really do enjoy being a bartender. It's very interesting the people you come across. It helps me here with the pubcast. And the instant gratification though, of the cash tips. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing other than this right here, working for myself, getting paid being a content creator. But when we're talking just regular jobs, I enjoy it. And when people go out and eat and drink, they're happy. We're a fat society. We're gluttons, and it makes me feel good when people feel good. When you serve, when you make a nice cocktail and you're very cordial in the environment, and that's something that Vegas is like top tier in, is their presentation and production. The Super Bowl halftime show with Usher is going to be interesting. Even to think about the longevity of that guy, man. And ever since Jay-Z, I think, whatever took over the musical coordination side of the Super Bowl, we've had some great acts. But that Snoop and Dre a couple years ago was probably the most legendary thus far that I've seen. To see Snoop Dogg crip walking during the most viewed TV of the season was amazing. Everyone wants to forget or look past the fact that Usher reportedly still has herpes, and he went to Diddy's flavor camp when he was a kid. But that man is a legend. I would have liked to see a strange music halftime Super Bowl with Tech Nine and shit. I know he's going to be in the building. I've already seen him and E40, doing their posts and everything. I have no doubt he'll probably be in town that weekend, have a suite or something. Shout out to Tech. But what an amazing time to be alive. And if and I'm going to have fun working that event, watching it as well. And it's going to be really great. Really great. Next week, Thursday, I'll be definitely way more prepared next week as we get our footing back, starting off the year strong. I ain't gonna lie, this first month of the new year didn't go as expected. Of course, had my little relapse. The first part of the year, unexpected. But hey, when the devil comes calling, you either go with them or you fight him off. And I was tired of fighting, but we're back with the fight. And every time we take a dip, that's our cue to come back just a little bit stronger, and I feel that. And trying to run a so-called media company, you gotta take the wins with the losses with the wins, bumps and bruises. I've seen a lot of people come and go in just my short time, different peers. Even like that. Oh, I got a cough. I can't do the show, right? No. We ain't doing that, man. So the consistency definitely is key. And the brain has to keep coming up with ideas, and whether we have a guest or not. But the stock footage, the different video content is coming. And, Big Rob, if you're out there, I have a definite cinematography angle, which I want to capture your story. He's I believe like a 52-year-old man, wife and kids, divorced, was something in the Army, air pilot and this and that, did his 30 years, retired, fell into addictions and certain things, and he's finding his way back on the spiritual journey. And I want to take these opportunities to highlight people and also highlight my own talents and do some things you haven't seen here on Harris is Drinking. again before. And that's what keeps me motivated. As long as, the people come through, I do a lot of reaching out to individuals. And then, of course, they say one thing and it's hard for them to be consistent, but all I could do is be accountable for myself, And that's why sometimes you get these shows, oh, okay, it's just me. I have to sit here and rant and fill up my time. I have to get better with note taking and structuring things better. I guess it's all part of the process, right? But I have like very a low threshold of like how do I say it? Maybe shame or I don't mind putting myself on display. I don't mind being a martyr or even like now, my fucking nose is leaking. I'm sitting here fucking coughing. Late start to the show. It's like I just want to fold up in a ball and like go hide, right? But there's something internally that's like, nah, just stick with it and formulate it. It's like MJ, man, scoring the 38 during the flu game. He had to be helped off the court. I'm not any way, shape or form ill like that, but the resilience and the fortitude is what I have in myself. And Jello, Cam Johnson, shout out to you, Podbean. Talk to me. We over here once again, episode 106. Late start. I don't know where you're tapping in from, but definitely still rocking out, baby. Still rocking out. And I will only be doing the show a few more minutes because I have some place to be at midnight. But my word is my word. You never know what you're going to get. And people need to see and hear the struggles, all the nuances, right? Might help them in their own situation, what we're dealing with. It's easier, to call out. It's easier to postpone than to go through with things. But I've done so much of that my entire life. When I was a kid, I was almost given a green light to I got away with a lot of shit. Whether it was from my moms or even the school counselors, like they would cut me so much slack that it was a detriment, and it's not good. Being a father now, I try to be stern, very stern with my son, because I know if you give somebody an inch, they're going to take a mile. And that hindered me. And so with this right here, it's like the consistency is very important, and holding myself accountable, because I wasn't held accountable a lot as a kid. I really wasn't. And then later in life, when I was, there was some pushback from the people that were trying to hold me accountable. And it wasn't until I became an adult that I understood those people, and I appreciated it. Yeah. building. Cam Johnson, who you going for in the bowl, huh? In the Super Bowl here. If you have any, I hate the Niners. Period. I don't like any teams from California. Never have. Being a Cowboys fan, fuck the Cowboys too, man. I should have put money on the Packers game. I knew they were going to choke their ass off. I just knew it. I literally knew it. But I have too many vices. I'm really trying to stay away from the gambling. Being back here in Nevada, I'll go in and I'll play a little 20 here, 20 there. But these days, most of the time, like even if I double up my 20, man, I'm hitting cash out and just taking it for what it is. The other day I was playing some video roulette. I was playing $1.25 a hand, and I bet $5.25 on number 32 and hit for 188. And I was like, oh, cool. Got my money back from the dinner. I tipped the bartender nicely, cashed out, still walked away with over $100. That's a win. That's a win. But I be seeing these people come in, paycheck, payday, and they'll blow that whole shit, man. I don't understand. But it's easy to get sucked into. It's too easy. And that's the one thing we preach here. Is like, we don't harp on anybody. I understand people are fucked up, and we all have like these things that we're dealing with. Where's the beats tonight? Can we get some? So I try not to do too much judging, but understanding, and I'm very patient with people. I guess maybe I'm so flawed, almost to a T, where it's like, people need to have this ability to express themselves and that's what we do here on the Hide Pub. I don't know. I apologize. Very kind of disappointed in myself tonight for not being better prepared. I didn't start coughing and sniffling until I started the show. I don't know what that's about. I've been trying to drink a lot of teas and different things, and then all of a sudden showtime, and I gotta press the mute button every 2 seconds. So that's what this episode will be. It'll go down to 106. Like, hey, we're here. We came through. Only thing I can do is get better and take this on the chin. I do appreciate everybody tapping in. If you're watching this live or on the rebroadcast, check out the YouTube channel. The handle is @HideAPubcast. Or type in Harris is Drinking Again. Yo, we are everywhere. We are literally everywhere. I did a bunch of posts today because someone hit me up. They're like, bro, where's your music? I can't find your music. I'm like, what do you mean? Just fucking type in Harry Too Scary. Shit pops up. Go to Google. Harris is Drinking. Like, we everywhere, baby. And that's the one thing I do advise all artists or content creators. Like, if you can't put your name in the search engine, it's not official. It don't matter how big or small you are. You just got to get your distribution kit and pay to have your shit distributed everywhere. Like, until the end of time, even when I pass away, like, all this stuff is out there, and that's what builds the monetization. That's what, like, builds your legacy. Like, nobody can take the name, or everything's legit, copywritten. Yeah, but it baffled me because I'm like sitting there posting links, of the Spotify. And like, I can't find your shit on Spotify. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So it's everywhere, man. It's just Google Harris drinking Harry Too Scary, and it comes up. We're on Listen Notes, Apple, Spotify. The only thing that maybe confuses some of the day one people is I used to go under a moniker Nevada Boy. I have one project out under Nevada Boy. It's Desert Underground Volume 1, and that's still out there. It came out December 31st, 2009 was when my first piece of work was published. And I've been like hooked ever since then. And now the next step is like to publish some sort of a manuscript or a book of some sort. So many ideas I'm working on, but that's my one advice. If you are trying to take your podcast or any sort of creation you're doing seriously, pay the money, pay the fee, get your shit distributed to where it's everywhere. Whether people listen to it on this platform, it doesn't matter, but it's there. It's like it makes you legit. And that's actually how the I got on the radio show at WDJY. It's because one of the what's her title, the producer of the show, she searches for small creators, and she's like, no, like your shit's legit, you're taking it serious. And so that was a payoff right there. And the only thing I can advise other people to do. And so with that being said, I hate to cut the show short, but I got to get the fuck out of here. I got a fucking job to be at. Graveyard shifter. One thing I will say before departing, there's a nice rest in peace Dick Gregory. I come across it on Instagram. Actually, let me play this. Let me try to find this real quick. Let's put on a little beat. The legend Dick Gregory has a very good breakdown of sleep and why it's not good to work the graveyard shift, because you're literally killing yourself. That's why they call it the graveyard. Dick Gregory. Let me see if it comes up. Graveyard shift. It come across on Instagram once in a while, and I seen it a few years ago. I wasn't working graves. I might have to go to Instagram. But after, like, when the sun goes down, your body naturally shuts itself down, and if you're up past midnight, you're actually hurting yourself. It was very interesting. I'm gonna have to go to my actual, if I can find it here. I haven't logged into Instagram on my desktop for a while, so hopefully it still just pops up. Yes, it does. Search. Can you search videos? Just videos on Instagram? I'm not sure. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory on sleep. No results found. Can't just search for let's see, Dick Gregory. All right, here we go. I'm gonna play this real quick. Fuck graveyard shift. If there's anything life's about balance, and I agree. I've been fucking myself up, but check this out real quick.
And then you're supposed to work what?
8 hours.
And now you got what left?
8 hours.
You haven't cooked. You haven't got dressed.
All right, check this out here.
24 hours to a day. So they tell you you're supposed to sleep what?
8 hours.
And so now you got how many left?
16.
And then you're supposed to work what?
8 hours.
And now you got what left?
8 hours.
You haven't cooked. You haven't got dressed. You haven't said hello to the children. Sleep deprivation. That's how they get you. Sleep deprivation. Huh? You haven't watched TV. You haven't called your mother, your children. Sleep deprivation. It's right there. That's why the rich folks, you better not try to call their house after 8 o'clock at night. They sleep. You work midnight, what they call the midnight shift?
Graveyard shift.
Graveyard. What graveyard mean what?
Death. The cemetery.
Death. Okay. Cemetery. Why? 90 minutes after the sun go down, your brain get recharged. After midnight, the charging stops. If you're not home by midnight, you turn into a what? The nursery rhyme. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Yeah.
What's the only part of your body look like a pumpkin? Your head. 24 hours to a day. So they tell you you're supposed to sleep what?
8 hours.
And so now you got how many left?
16.
And then you're supposed to.
But yeah, he turned to a pumpkin head. I got a big old pumpkin head right now. You feel me? Anyway, that was just some knowledge from the man Dick Gregory there. We're going to get into it, y'all. Look, salute. We're going to handle our business. Life goes on. Everybody stay strong. If you're dealing with something out there, give it up to God or talk to somebody and just handle it. Let's be strong. Stay consistent. And keep it clean, man. Keep it clean as possible. And if we get dirty, we get a little dirty, man. But shout out to Dick Gregory, y'all. All right. You never know what you're gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get, but this is what it was, baby. I love everyone. Thank you for the support.
To work what?
8 hours.
And now you got what
Dick
left?
Gregory on the way out, y'all.
You haven't cooked. You haven't got dressed. You haven't said hello to the children. Sleep deprivation.
I'm literally going into a midnight show.
Sleep deprivation. Huh? You haven't watched TV. You haven't called your mother, your children. Sleep deprivation. It's right there. That's why the rich folks, you better not try to call their house after 8 o'clock at night. They sleep. You work midnight, what they call the midnight shift?
Graveyard shift.
Graveyard. What graveyard mean what?
Death. The cemetery.
Death. Okay. Cemetery. Why? 90 minutes after the sun go down, your brain get recharged. After midnight, the charging stops. If you're not home by midnight, you turn into a what? The nursery rhyme. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Yeah.
What's the only part of your body look like a pumpkin? Your head. 24 hours.
Knowledge from the legend. All right, we'll see y'all next week, 8 p.m. for episode 107. Everybody have a good night. We out this bitch. Yeah. Harry's drinking again. Yo. You have been listening to the Harris is Drinking Again pubcast. For more, go to YouTube, type in @HideaPubcast. Look us up on Spotify, any and all streaming platforms. Harris is Drinking Again pubcast. Thank you.